Hey guys, I was going to just show you some more prints that I made the other day. Um, really sad to say that I cracked a couple of these. They were really thin anyway, but one of them I cracked when I lifted it, and the other one I actually heard it crack during transport. So unfortunately the best prints of this excursion were the thinnest prints, because I got these over here too, but not quite as good. There's some really decent ones of the little guy here though. You can see the arch really well, and decent prints of the little one. In fact, two different guys, because these are another even smaller set. So I got a left and right of him. This was a left and right of the same guy. This was the same trackway. Let's see, I actually put shells in a couple of them so I would know the difference. So all the ones that have a shell in them came from one particular side. So this one and this one were there. And then in the other location where I got these two in some deeper mud. So 3 individuals represented there. And then could these be the same individual? It's looking like they could be, even though they were found around the corner from each other. But the best prints are these here. This one in particular, you can see the dermal ridges right there on the ball of the foot extremely well. You can pick it up on the toe also. But that print there is pretty amazing. It's really a shame that I broke this, but there's a lot of detail, including on the edge right here. The camera's not picking it up too well, but the ridges are there. But there in particular is really good. It's like completely circular. I don't know what ours looks like to know how these would be different, but certainly there are those of you out there that probably do. And even the fact that, you know, I snapped these, I might as well document them on video, because they're only worth about half as much being in 2 pieces as I kick them around. But, you know, it's fun to go out and practice and to find these. I found another bunch of prints at a completely different lake tonight, and I haven't even made a video or anything about that, or produced it, because I filmed it in portrait by accident, I think, so I didn't want to upload it. Gonna try to convert it, but anyway, you know, it's like I can show these trackways all day anymore. Lucky me. But I mean, look at the toe structure on that. Isn't that just cool to see? I mean, I wish you guys could be there. I actually did film the casting of these. I may upload it, but I just get anxious to show them off as I broke them out of the box. But, you know, you can imagine carrying these all back 3/4 of a mile to a mile, you know, all in this box stacked up, and that weighs a lot with how wet it is and all the mud. And unfortunately, I didn't treat them as good as I should have. Or I should have I mean, I stacked all the little ones in the bottom, but just the weight of these 4 on each other is what cracked the two. So I should have put him in, you know, vertically somehow. I don't know. Everything is 20/20 in retrospect and hindsight, but not a huge deal. This is the first one that broke. Or no, I think this is the one that broke when I lifted it. And then I got back and I saw this one sitting in 3 pieces, but this is the beer bottle I used to line up this edge of the track because these were so shallow. It was recommended to me by a friend that I should, when I do make an impression, build like a box around it with something, which I did with sticks and material I found at the scene. And came up with these here, very thin. Hence they're very delicate. But look at the ridges in the toes on that. It's just so interesting to like contemplate these creatures and what they are. And I was just hearing another researcher be like, yeah, I've been doing this since the 70s. No, I never have seen one. And even the glimpse I got was just a little one running on all fours away from me. So it's hard to know an animal until you're quote unquote intimate with it. So it would be nice to get more intimate with the Sasquatch and be able to observe them, as a lot of people have been lucky enough to do in these habituation scenarios where they live, where the creatures also share the property. If nothing else, this is just a scientific exploration of the bottom of a Bigfoot pad. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just bringing the evidence to the table is what I'm doing. It's almost like blasé for me to produce any more of these prints. Furthermore, I went to send one to the cast winner, $168 for UPS to ship it to Canada. So I'm trying to find an alternative shipping method. But I mean, I'm giving them away and it's costing me $170. So I'm not making money with them. It's costing me money. But it's still cool to have, and it's still great to have these videos because you can check it out and see it. And it's like having it in your hand, you know? And I'm shooting this in 4K. Don't be fooled. I don't believe those are hairs up there. This is just all plant material that's drying out in the cast from the mud flats. Little pieces of rocks and sand are still falling off of these. I just washed them off with the hose yesterday. As I said, I don't know how those differ or are the same from ours, but hopefully this will give people a little bit better understanding and something to have a comparison to. But you can see there's quite a bit of definition picked up in these plaster castings. quite an impressive methodology to learn more about these creatures, really. And the place where I found prints tonight, the walk is not a fifth as far as it would be for me to get to somewhere like these. So that's good if I can get some prints out there, but I'll go check it out. There's some people fishing out there. And there's people walking around, but definite looked like there was some Bigfoot stuff going on. So I think I casted 13 in all this day and 2 broke, but still really cool to see and see the definition in these. That's my favorite. A little bit of definition is right there on the ball of the foot, that circular bit. Alright guys, thanks for letting me take up 12 minutes of your life for some Bigfoot viewing of the bottom of the foot. Hope you enjoyed it. Later.